my channel. It is time for another extreme grocery budget video. This week we're feeding just myself, one person, with $15. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 7 days from the Dollar Tree. I love doing these extreme budget grocery challenges because it's a challenge, but it's also a way for me to save money because, guys, all the prices are going up. Everything's going up in price except my paycheck. If you feel me, hands up in the comments. But I wanted to see if I could feed myself for $15 at the Dollar Tree. I wanted to see if I could feed myself for $15 at the Dollar Tree. I was originally going to do 10, and I felt like that was going to be a pretty big stretch. And I'm wanting to get 21 meals because that's 3 meals a day for 7 days for one person. So I'm going to see how it works out. That's approximately 12 items from the Dollar Tree, unless I get something that's more than $1.25. So we're just going to kind of see what we see when we get inside. With Dollar Tree, you never know what you're going to get, right? It's kind of like that box of chocolates. Anyway, guys, I know when you're doing these extreme budgets, you are not going to get the fresh produce that you want all the time. You're not going to get great cuts of protein. But you know what? It's all about feeding yourself and having tummies full. Because if you're on that tight of a budget, it's just about survival, right? And so you want to add as much variety as you can, but variety in these situations are going to be hard to come by. So the only things that I'm going to be using from my home is the few things that I have in my spice cabinet. Oil, butter, if I need it, maybe some mayo. I don't know. I'm not going to include drinks or snacks. Well, I think that some of the items I'm going to be getting, I could use as a snack if I'm hungry, but I am going to be filming myself eating these meals, sharing what I make each day, and telling you if I'm hungry or not. So let's go in Dollar Tree. Let's see what we can do for $15. Let's go. I have biscuits, but those are $4. There's breakfast sausage. It's $5. French toast sticks, $3. Let's see. Meat lovers is $3.50. These convenience meals are too pricey. There's some griddle cakes. They're for $1.50. But that's only for one. That's a pretty good deal. 6 sausage links. I'll try that. Got cereal. Shelf-stable milk. I was wanting to get a box of oatmeal, but they are out. They only have these single-serve ones, and that's not going to work in my budget. So my other breakfast options are some muffins. So right now I have 3 items. I think that's going to be my breakfast. That would be a good protein. I think I'll get one of the peanut butter. That'll be good. And we're out of bread. Down here's some bagels. That could work. Is it even a budget challenge without some beans? Tortillas. Okay, y'all, that was a bust. A complete bust. I walked around that store. They did not have oatmeal. They did not have bread. They did not have any kind of frozen vegetables in the freezer. It was all just convenience foods. No, I'm not doing it. I could have made something work. It would have been the most boringest, not exciting meal plan for the week ever. And I want to make my content authentic. And I get it. If all you have is a Dollar Tree, you could find something to eat in there for $15, and even though it might not be that exciting or taste that good, you'd be fed, okay? I want to find something that I think is worthy to share. So I'm going to head over to Aldi and I'm going to see what I can do for $15 there. Let's go. All right, here we are at Aldi. And just a note for those of you that are going to say, oh, but you wasted gas going to another store. No, I didn't. Aldi's is on my way home. So we're at Aldi's. Let's see what we can do for $15 here. I hope it works out. All right, here's what I got from Aldi. It was $15.79. And this is all I'm going to be eating, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 7 days. I know I'm at 79 cents over, but I think I got some good ideas here. A lot better than what I was going to be able to do at Dollar Tree. So I got a loaf of bread. Okay, it's $1 and something. This is a lot of bang for your buck. There's 22 slices. I've got instant oatmeal. There's 10 servings in that. I got this ground turkey. It's like $2 and something. You can't beat that. A box of mac and cheese. I got some single cheese. I got these ham slices, and even though they say breakfast ham slices, it's going to be fine. There's supposed to be 6 servings of this. I got this cheese tortellini. I got some rotel, some chili beans, pizza sauce, and a can of tuna. So let's get started with our week. I'm going to tell you how it tastes. I'm going to tell you how full I am or how hungry I might be. So let's get started with today's breakfast. All right, day 1 breakfast. I'm going to eat 1 pack of this maple and brown sugar instant oatmeal. There's 10 packs in here. So I'm going to start today with 1 pack and 1 piece of buttered toast. And that's going to be my breakfast. And I'm going to see how that holds me over. 1 pack of oatmeal. A little bit of boiling water. Give it a stir. And here's breakfast day 1. I've got my buttered toast points, and I have my maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Delicious. All right, it's time for lunch now. That oatmeal and 1 piece of toast, it held me over pretty good. It's about 2.5 hours later. I'm going to go ahead and fix my lunch. I had a late breakfast because I went to the store. But I'm just going to make a hot ham and cheese. I'm going to use ham slice, some cheese, 3 slices of bread. And I'll tell you why. I didn't think about a side item with lunches. If I missed it. I should have got some bananas or carrots or something to have on the side. I didn't. So what I'm going to do is 1.5 sandwiches today. And then hopefully once I get some of the dinners going, I'll have some leftovers with that. So I'm going to make 1.5 hot ham and cheese. All right, so this single cheese has 16 slices in it. So there's 1 slice of cheese. The reason I got these breakfast slices of ham instead of like the deli cut lunch meat ham is this is a little more substantial, you can see. So I felt like you were going to get more ham, more flavor, more protein from this. So here is my first ham and cheese. Let's get the pan ready. I've got my pan preheat. I'm going to put just a little bit of butter in there. I'm going to drop my ham and cheese. On my 3rd piece of bread, I just went ahead and cut it in half, cut my cheese in half, and I'm only going to use half a slice of that ham. And here is day 1 lunch. That hot ham and cheese. I've got 1.5. Yummy. Let's eat lunch. That's good. I'm glad I went with that ham. There's some substance there and there's good flavor. It's very smoky. It's delicious. So far, so good. For dinner tonight, I'm going to start by browning up this pound of ground turkey. I'm not using it all for dinner tonight though, but I'm going to go ahead and cook it all at the same time. So let's get this in our pan. All right, I am going to season this with salt, pepper. This is all I'm going to season this with. You could always add other seasonings. I'm keeping this pretty simple. Garlic would be good. Onion powder would be good. All right, so let's just let that cook until brown. All right, that ground turkey is done. I'm going to remove half of it to this container to save for another meal. I removed half to this container. The one thing that's good about ground turkey is there's no grease that comes off of that turkey. So I've turned it down to low. And now I'm going to turn this half pound of turkey into chili beans. So I'm going to use this can of chili beans that I got at Aldi. The reason I got the chili beans and not the regular just can of beans is because chili beans already have flavor. So I'm going to add chili beans and then rotel to add a little heat and some tomato. We're going to turn this into chili beans. In goes our chili beans. See, I can already smell that chili flavor. So if you have limited seasonings, getting ingredients that are already flavored helps, because that already smells like chili. Then our rotel. Do not drain because that's your flavor. Oh, wow, this is a ton of food. Adding in the beans and then those tomatoes really bulks this up. And it already smells super delicious. This is going to give me a couple of meals. I can already tell. Several. All right, so I'm just going to cover and let this simmer. Let those flavors come together. And this is going to be our dinner. Yummy. All right. That chili is simmering pretty good, so I'm going to put in 2 slices of cheese and get that stirred in and melted, and then we'll be ready to eat dinner. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good. All right, so here is my dinner. This is those chili beans with the rotel, 2 slices of cheese, and half of that ground turkey. It's still pretty hot, but let's make a taste. That's really good. I love chili beans, and that is great. I will make that again. This is yummy, and that rotel actually gave it a little bit of a kick. I will definitely make that again. That whole pan was literally less than $3 to make. So there's your $3 meal, y'all, if you need to feed a family. And it's delicious. So I've got my dinner. I have half of that ground turkey left for another recipe. And I have all of this chili left. So I can take some for lunch. I could eat leftovers. Or I may decide just to turn it into a whole different meal. So stay tuned. But day 1 was a win, and I was not hungry. I did not snack. I literally had water. I had 1 soda. That's there.
I had 1 soda today. I've not been hungry at all. So day 1 was a win.
Day 2 breakfast, I'm going to have 1 pack of this maple and brown sugar oatmeal with buttered toast. It is delicious and very filling, and I feel like it's nutritious too.
Day 2 lunch, I'm eating more of that chili because it's delicious. Okay, so ignore the noise, that's my washer, y'all. But I just got home from work, and for dinner tonight, we're going to use the rest of that sausage, the turkey, not turkey sausage, the ground turkey that we made. Gonna cook up these cheese tortellini and use this pizza sauce to bring this together. The reason I got the pizza sauce, one, it's a smaller jar, so therefore it's enough for what I'm using, and it was $1 cheaper. So I'm gonna see how it turns out because it's still just tomato sauce that's been flavored. So I'm gonna boil up my tortellini, and then we're gonna get this all mixed up, and that's gonna be dinner time. All right, the water has come to a boil. I'm going to salt like the ocean. Lots of salt when you're doing pasta. All right, so there's the salt. And now I'm going to drop in the tortellini. The directions for the tortellini say 8 minutes. So we're gonna let this boil for 8 minutes. My tortellini has cooked, I'm gonna add in that ground turkey. And I'm gonna add in this jar of pizza sauce. And we're gonna give this a stir. Gently, we don't wanna break up our tortellini. We just wanna get everything combined. Now that everything is combined, I'm just gonna let this heat through so that the meat and the sauce come to temperature, and then we'll be ready to eat dinner. So here is my pizza cheese tortellini with turkey, and I still have that much left. Let's give it a taste. All right, y'all, here is my pizza cheese tortellini. Y'all, I'm tired. Just got home from work. I've been working my tail off this summer. If you haven't seen the update about what I'm doing this summer, I shared that in my last summer salad video. But let's taste our pizza cheese tortellini. So here we have a bite. Hang on. That kind of legit tastes like a pizza. That is delicious. That tastes like I'm eating breadsticks or something. I don't know. It has a pizza feel. It is delicious. And this is day 2. I have not gotten bored yet of what I'm eating. Yes, oatmeal every morning. It's okay. I'll probably get bored of that. But I'm not a big breakfast eater. So if I have a bowl of oatmeal every morning, it's gonna be fine. But this is a completely different flavor than the chili. And it's good. And I have enough left for either a lunch or leftovers for dinner one night. This is good. Day 2. We're doing good.
So day 3 was kind of a repeat because it was midweek. So I had 1 pack of oatmeal with buttered toast. I ate some chili for lunch, which was delicious. This chili is so good, y'all. You have to make it. And then for dinner, I had some more pizza tortellini. This is so filling, y'all. Tortellini is very filling because it's full of cheese. Day 4, of course, I had another piece of buttered toast and that maple and brown sugar oatmeal, which is delicious.
All right, today's lunch, we're just doing grilled cheese. Simple, easy, using up ingredients. Today's lunch, grilled cheese. So far, this is going well. I haven't been hungry, and I've had pretty good variety. So what I'm gonna do today, I am going to prep 3 dinners, and I'm excited because this is going to get a lot of things out of the way, because I'm going to turn this one box, 50-cent box of mac and cheese into 3 dinners, and they're going to be 3 different dinners. So I'm going to be bringing you along with me as I try to get creative. The first thing I need to do though is cook up this mac and cheese. So let's cook it according to the box directions. Okay, one of the meals that I'm going to be making with this box of mac and cheese is a tuna casserole. But I do want to have like a breadcrumb topping. So I'm going to toast. I think I'm going to toast 1 piece of bread. And then get that all kind of crumbled up into breadcrumbs. Yep, let's do that. Okay, my noodles are done. I'm not going to be adding milk to this, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to drain my macaroni noodles, but I'm going to leave a little bit of water in there. All right, I left a little bit of water in there. I'm going to drop my 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm going to add in my cheddar cheese powder. I don't think it's cheddar cheese, but I don't know why I said that. But anyway, my cheese powder. Wow, that's some bright orange. Ooh, let's give it a stir. See, leaving that little bit of water in there, I don't have to add the milk. Now, if you've got the milk, use it, but I didn't budget for it. I didn't buy it, so I'm not going to use it. So here's my mac and cheese. Now let me show you how we're going to turn this 1 box of mac and cheese into 3 dinners. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up this piece of toast that I made to make breadcrumbs. I didn't add any seasoning, no butter, no nothing, just bread. If you wanted to add that, by all means, add it. There we go. There's my breadcrumbs for my tuna casserole. Now I'm going to get my tuna open. All right, I've got me a little 1-serving casserole dish here that can go in the oven. So I'm going to add about 1/3 of this mac and cheese, this casserole dish. There we go. And I'm going to add 1 can of tuna that I have drained. Give that a stir. Yes, I'm stirring with my knife, y'all. I didn't want to dirty up another dish. It's just right here. Give that a mix. I'm going to add some pepper. And then I'm going to top with those breadcrumbs. To help those breadcrumbs kind of stick and brown, but I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to take it and try to make it spread a little bit. So I'm just going to rip it into little pieces since I don't have shredded cheese. All right, and I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. I'm going to put this tuna casserole in the oven, and then I'll show you what it's like when it comes out. All right, here's that tuna casserole out of the oven. Y'all, that plastic cheese doesn't melt very well. I'm gonna let this cool, and we're gonna make our next meal prep. Okay, so preparing tomorrow's dinner, I've got another third of that mac and cheese. I still have this much left for another dinner. I'm gonna use 2 slices of the ham I have left and add that to the mac and cheese. This will add smokiness to this dish. And I know it doesn't melt well, but I'm gonna add 2 slices of cheese just because I have it, like this. And brown that under the broiler just for enough time to get that cheese melted. It's a meal. I'm just gonna prep it in this container because everything's cooked. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and then I can heat that up for a dinner one night. So I add the rest of my mac and cheese. And I'm gonna add what I have left of that chili from the other night. We're gonna make a chili mac. This will use up the rest of that chili. So I'm gonna give that a stir. And that will kind of change up the way the chili tastes, give a new take on it. And there's my chili mac and cheese. Here's that ham and mac and cheese. Man, that cheese doesn't melt. We'll get it mixed up. It'll be fine. Okay, we've got all our meal prep done. And I don't know, I don't know, it's a lot of food. We may have some leftovers. It depends on how big of an appetite you have, but this is a big old bowl of tuna casserole. So we'll see. Let me give it a taste. That's good. Tuna casserole is one of those things that nobody makes anymore, but it's kind of good. And this really switched up the flavor. So we had the smoky ham flavor, the chili flavor, the pizza flavor with the tortellini. This adds a different flavor, which helps to switch it up for the week. So I'm not mad at it.
Of course, for day 5, we stuck with our oatmeal and buttered toast, which I'm actually not getting bored of, surprisingly. And for lunch, we made a grilled cheese.
We're just doing grilled cheese. Simple, easy, using up ingredients. Today's lunch, grilled cheese. Okay, today for dinner, we're gonna heat up, or I've already heated up, that chili mac. I pretty much know what this is gonna taste like. It's gonna taste like the chili with the mac and cheese. Let's give it a taste. That's really good though. Y'all, that chili had so much flavor. And then adding it to that mac and cheese changes it up enough that you don't feel like you're having the same thing. It's really good. And by the way, have you guys been watching? I have 2 shows right now. Have you guys been watching We Are Liars? My daughter got me to watch that. It's only like 8 episodes. Y'all, it destroyed me. It was so good, so many plot twists, so good that I bought the series of books to read when I go on vacation. If you haven't watched that one, check it out. It's really good. really good.
Again, we are starting with oatmeal and toast. Yummy!
All right, so I have reheated this ham and cheese mac and cheese. I don't know. It smells smoky, so that's good. All right, let's get a bite here with the ham and the mac and cheese. That tastes like a Sunday dinner with the ham, the smoky, and the mac and cheese. That's really good. And it's a lot of food. Another show that I'm excited about that just released this summer, I Turned Pretty. Have y'all watched that? Let me know in the comments if you have, and if you have, are you Team Jeremiah or are you Team Conrad? I can't wait to see what happens.
For dinner on this day, we ate what was left of our pizza cheese tortellini, and it was, of course, delicious. Okay, so we have finally made it to day 7. We had some oatmeal left, so I had 2 packs of oatmeal today, and we also had grilled cheese, and that has gotten us through the week.
So that was my $10 budget week. It was definitely doable. I mean, I did have several different meals. They weren't boring. They weren't just beans and rice. At the end, I mean, I did get a little bit tired of it the last day, but really up until then, I was good to go. It was good. So you can definitely eat for $10 a week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for one person from Aldi. If I was going to do anything different, I would add some type of a side. So the times that I had a sandwich, it would have been great to have had a piece of fruit or some carrot sticks or some kind of veggie on the side, maybe some chips, whatever you like. But yeah, that was it. And so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Guys, there's such a glare. Like what? Oh well. I have been gone for a while. And that's because I have been working my butt off because I'm on a mission to get out of debt. And so I've been working 2 jobs. I've been super busy. But thank you to those of you who have stuck around, who still support me. And I'll see you in a video again very soon. Bye.